Hi guys! So today I'm going to be doing the reader problem tag, and I actually wasn't really tagged to do this video, but I saw Kat of Catty-tastic doing it and I thought it looked like a really fun tag, and I thought might as well just do it anyway. So here I am doing the tag. So I'm gonna get started. First question is, you have 20,000 books on your TBR. How in the world do you decide what to read next? This is all a matter of what I'm feeling at the moment. Like, I could be feeling like a really nice, like, contemporary, cute book. I could be feeling like a new adult book. I could be feeling whatever, you know. So it's kind of, I'm gravitated towards the books I'm feeling at the moment, or recommendations you guys give me makes me excited to read certain books, or, you know, if they're released and it's like a new release that I've been excited for, I'll go ahead and read it. So really all depends. I don't know, you could say a lot of different things for that. Next question, you're halfway through a book and you're just not loving it. Do you quit it or are you committed? Most of the time I will finish a book out if I'm not loving it, just because I want to see what happens, just because maybe it'll turn around, maybe it'll end up being good. But for the most part, doesn't end up being good. But for the most part, I do finish books out, even though recently I was just talking about books that I like couldn't finish out. But I mean, for the most part, I'd like to say that I do finish them out, so that's that. Next question. The end of the year is coming and you're so close but so far away on your Goodreads reading challenge. Do you try to catch up now? Absolutely. Okay. So, on Goodreads right now, my reading challenge of the year is to read 80 books. And I've read 6 books or something like that. I think around 66 books. So, I mean, I've got like 14 books to go and a month and a half of the year left. But I'm pretty confident that I can do this. Like, I'm pushing myself this month. I'm pushing myself next month. And I want to achieve my goal because I don't know, all year I've kind of been like, oh, like, I want to do my goal, whatever. I originally wanted to read 100 books, but then I kind of realized that was never going to happen, so I made my goal 80, and I really, really want to reach this goal. It's not going to be the end of the world, obviously, if I don't reach it. I mean, I've read some amazing books this year, and it's not going to matter if I don't read 80 on the spot. I mean, it's whatever, but I think it'd be kind of fun if I really did achieve my reading goal of the year. So, yeah, let me know what your reading goals of the year are, because I'm curious. The covers of a series you love do not match. How do you cope? This is something that really bothers me. It really bothers me. A lot of the times it doesn't happen to me. What usually happens is there'll be a series, and I buy the first one in paperback, and then the rest of the book series is not available in paperback. And that really makes me mad because I like paperback books, I like reading paperback books, but I mean, hardcover books do look prettier, but they're more expensive, and it pisses me off when the first book in the series is a little bit shorter than the other books because the hardcovers tend to be taller. So this will actually make me go to the bookstore and buy the book again in a hard copy, just because it makes me that mad. Like, it makes me that mad, and I'll give the other book to somebody else that wants to read the series or something, because honestly, it pisses me off. It really does. And, you know, there's some books where it's just like, I'm never gonna be able to do it. Like, the Anna and the French Kiss books, okay? My first 2 books are in the paperback. The third one's in the hardcover. Doesn't bother me too much. At least I have all the matching covers, because I know there's some people that have, like, the Anna and the French Kiss, like, paperback, and then Lola's, like, hardcover, and then the Isla cover is, like, completely not even matching. It's not even, like, the new cover, which is totally unfortunate, and I'm so sorry. But I know it's really hard. Like, it's really hard dealing with that kind of thing, you know? Next question. Everyone and their mother loves a book you really don't like. Who do you bond over this shared feeling? Okay, honestly, I have to say that usually it's you guys that I would bond with over this shared feeling. I don't have many friends that read all the same books I do. You know, sometimes I'm making a video and I kind of mention that there's a book I don't really like. A lot of you guys are like, oh my god, you don't like that book? But then there's like that couple of you that are like, oh my god, I'm so happy somebody else agrees with me. You guys, the real MVP. Like, for instance, Pushing the Limits by Katie McGarry. I hate that book. Like, I don't know what it is. I really did not like it. I did not enjoy it, and I know everybody else, like everyone and their mother, enjoyed that book, and everyone has always commented and been like, oh my god, like, why didn't you like it? Like, I really liked it, whatever. And then finally somebody was like, oh my god, I'm so happy that you didn't like that book either, because I hated it. And I was like, yes. But yeah, so, you know, it's you guys usually that I would bond with over not liking a book. Next question. You're reading a book and you're about to start crying in public. How do you deal? This actually happened the other day. I was at school and I was finishing Attachments by Rainbow Rowell, and I was in this like really beautiful scene, and I literally was about to start like crying, and I just kind of like I just kind of took a breath, kind of stepped back from the book for a second, gave myself a little time to breathe. Yeah, it can get intense, you know, reading a book in public. It's kind of risky, you know, it's risky, but, you know, I got through it. Deep breaths, nice slow breathing, you know, You're fine. Next question. A sequel of a book you loved just came out, but you've forgotten a lot from the prior novel. Will you reread the book, skip to the sequel, try to find a synopsis on Goodreads, cry in frustration? What do you do? Okay, when I am reading a series and then the next book comes out, the best option for me, I think, I will never go reread a book. I'm not going to go back and reread like the third book in the series because I'm not going to know what's going on in that book either. So what my favorite thing to do is to go on YouTube, go on the BookTube, and look up a review for the last book that you read in the series, and then the person, whoever it is, will talk about the book, and then you kind of are like refreshed on everything that went on, and you're like, oh yeah, and it's really easy because you just gotta spend like 10 minutes watching a video instead of rereading a whole book. And I mean, maybe if I was like a die-hard fan of the series, I would go back and reread the series or whatever, but for the most part, I'll just watch a BookTube review on that said book, and then I'm like, oh, it's all coming back to me, and then I can read the next book. And yeah, that's usually what happens. Number 8, you do not want anyone borrowing your books. How do you politely tell people when they ask you for them? This is actually really funny. I'll let certain people borrow my books, people that I trust, like my friends. But if I'm in school and somebody's like, oh, Laura, do you own The Fault in Our Stars? I'll just kind of be like, yeah, I own it. Like, just don't offer it to them. And I know that might sound like really mean, but like, I'm not trusting you with my books. I'm not trusting you with any of my books. Do I know you? Are we friends? Am I really gonna give you my prized possession book that I spent money on, that is in perfect condition still because I'm very careful with my books? Am I really gonna give it to you? Like, am I? Probably not. Probably not. Unless we're friends, unless I know that you take good care of your books, you're probably not gonna take my book. And if you ruin my book, you will be paying for it. And you'll be buying me a new copy. And I mean, we don't have to go through that. So let's just not borrow my books, okay? I mean, I'm pretty particular about how my books' conditions are. I don't like when they're bent, whatever. I don't like when the cover is like slightly torn. No. Nope. Reading ADD. You've picked up and put down 5 books in the last month. How do you get over your reading slump? This is a good question. It's very relevant to my life right now. I recently was in this huge reading slump for like the past month. You guys know all about it. I hadn't made videos in like a month because I just hadn't been reading a lot. I picked up so many books. I picked up Love and Other Perishable Items and I did not like it. I picked up How to Kill a Rock Star and I couldn't finish it because I just like wasn't getting into it. There was just so many books that I tried to read in the past month and it just wasn't doing it for me. But recently I actually read Attachments by Maria Rowell and I loved it, and then I decided to start The Selection by Kira Cass, and since like 3 days ago when I started The Selection, I am halfway through book 2 right now, so I'm super duper loving this series right now, and I'm so excited about it because I've never really read a fantasy series, a fantasy trilogy, whatever, but I love this series. I'm like super happy that I'm like reading something other than contemporary. Like, aren't you guys proud? There's The Selection, The Elite, and The One, and I'm in the Elite right now. I'm almost done with it, so I'm very, very happy about that. So my advice if you're in a reading slump is just to kind of pick up something new maybe, because I guess I was kind of just trying to force myself to read, you know, the books that I usually read, like contemporaries, whatever. So I thought maybe like trying something new might help me like get out of the slump, and it worked. So yeah, maybe just try something new, try a new genre, try something else, I don't know. But yes, I'm very happy that I'm over this slump. So there are so many new books coming out and you're dying to read them. How many do you actually buy? If there's a new book that I want, I'll buy it. I have a little bit of a book buying issue. I'm sure you guys know that by now. Yeah, I'll buy a book if I want it. I don't really like going to the library. I like owning all my books that I read just because I like having a nice pretty bookshelf. And I know it might seem like a waste of money or like stupid because you're only going to read the book once, but like you don't know. I might read the book more than once, but I do like owning all my books. If there's a new book that's coming out that I really want, I'm going to buy it. So let's just be honest, like I'm gonna buy it. Last question. After you've bought the new books you can't wait to get to, how long do they sit on your shelf before you get to them? This depends. If I'm super excited about a book, if it's an author I love, a book series that I need to keep reading in, I'll probably immediately pick up that book either after I finish the current book I'm reading or I'll stop reading the current book I'm reading. But sometimes I'll buy books just cause like I'll be like roaming the aisles at Barnes & Noble and I'll kind of see a book and it catches my eye and I'm like, oh, that looks interesting, and I'll buy it, and then I won't read it for like 5 months. But like say it's a Colleen Hoover book that I've been like anticipating the release, I will like start reading it like in the car home, like while I'm driving home. I'll like start, no, I wouldn't do that, don't do that. Do people like read while they drive? That would be so funny though, like you're in traffic and you just like pull out a book. Anyway, so yes, that is the Reader's Problem book tag. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have done this book tag or you want to do this tag, I tag you. If you've already done it, please leave me your link in the comments below. I would love to watch your video, or if you don't want to make a video, you can leave me your answers in a comment. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know anything else you want to let me know in the comments below. If you have not already, please like and subscribe to my channel. Like the video, subscribe to my channel. What if you like liked channels? Okay, anyway, sorry, I'm like super frazzled right now and I'm really sorry if I seem like I'm like talking really fast, because I probably am, or if I'm being weird. Okay, sorry. But yes, I hope you guys enjoyed this video for the 20,000th time, and I'll talk to you all very, very soon. Bye!